When you're sincere with yourself, everything becomes easy. But when you're not sincere with yourself, then you have to act. No? But when you're sincere with yourself, it's a flow. But when you have to pretend, very often you have to lie. No? And when you lie, very often you forget what you lie. You have said something, tomorrow you don't remember. Because the act of lying is a great art, which you forget very quickly. You don't remember. So to keep on that lie, it takes a very big energy. That's why being who you are is very easy. You don't need to pretend. You just need to accept. So when you first learn to accept yourself, everything flows. But if you can't accept yourself, then there will be always challenges. So again, the first act of knowing oneself is through acceptance. Accept how you are. Don't need first to change anything. Even if you have bad quality, accept it. Only by that you can change. Because if you don't accept this quality inside of you, you said always you have to fight it and change it, you will always fail. That's why many people, they say, yes, I want to change, but they can't change. They can't transform because they have never accepted themselves. The positive and the negative. This is who you are. You are a human being. You have positive, you have negative side. Because God have created you like that. You have also come with your karma into that. By accepting that, the transformation can happen. So that's the first act of what you have to do on the way of surrendering. Look at yourself and accept yourself how you are. Love yourself how you are. Because He loves you the way you are. He don't have any problem with you. You have full problem with yourself. So if you have problem with yourself, how would you surrender to Him? Huh? So to get to know who truly you are, first you have to learn to accept what God have given you. He have given you this body. He have given you certain feeling. He have created you in a certain way. Learn to accept that. Then the rest will be built on. Then at the end, Sharanagati will happen, which means complete surrender. There's this beautiful story in the Mahabharata. Probably you have read about it. The whole war was about one lady called Draupadi. She was the cause of all this. And she's great. You know, Draupadi is not just a normal woman, you know, which we see, you know, or somebody who have just get married with 5 husbands. No, Draupadi, you have to see from the beginning. She's Parashakti herself. She's the cosmic mother herself. She's Parvati. She came out from the great yagna which King Drupad was doing. She was not born. She came out of the fire. And of course she act, because that great plan was already enacted for that great war to happen. So she chose to be the cause of that. So you know the story when the Pandava were playing dice and they lost their wife also in gambling. Then the evil Duryodhana sent his brother Dusashan to drag Draupadi. So in that act, she being the cosmic mother, do you think she can't burn everybody in one go? She could. But she stopped herself. Then she called to Krishna. You know, when they were trying to disrobe her, she holds so tight upon her clothes, you know. And Krishna was there looking, when would you surrender to me? So when she let go of her clothes, said, I surrender to you. Then there were endless flow of sari. The clothes will never get finished from her body. So that act, as long as she was holding upon her own dignity, she was holding upon her own petty self, she was holding upon, like everybody, you hold on things, you know, because you think that you need all these things. Because these things, you think that these things that you hold upon make you something great. No. But they don't lead you anywhere. They make you more miserable. So when you realize it, when you make it clean, you know, you throw everything away. That I stand upon the divine. So when she let go of everything, she lifted her hand up. That's when the miracle happened. Miracle happened when your mind is free. Surrender happened when your mind is fully attached to Him. So later on in life, when Draupadi once was in the forest, he asked Krishna, I called you. Why took you so long? And Krishna said, it didn't take me so long. You said Govinda. Krishna's name as Govinda, no? The moment you have said go, I left my palace. When I was on the way, I was there. Govinda. But when I came, you were holding so much on your things, on your sari, on your own strength, on your own power, that I could not do anything. But only when you let go, then I could take over. Say, everyone is calling you. It's like in a driver's seat, you know, in a car. You know, inside of you when you call surrender, He tells your soul, please, sit by the side. From now on, I will be the driver. Like He did on the battlefield with Arjun. He said, Arjun, you relax. Let me be the driver. You trust me. Of course, Arjun didn't trust him. Arjun was so much focused on the outside reality. How can you trust? Said, please, for once, just trust me. When you sit in the car while driving, you trust the driver, no? Will bring you to your destination? Yes or no? You give your destination, the driver will bring you. And you trust the driver that he will bring you. Do you know that driver? You don't know. But yet you trust somebody that you don't know. So like that trust is the second thing that you have to hold upon. Trust in what you feel inside of you. Acceptance and trust. Trust into the divine driver which is guiding you. That will be the second act. And third one is love. So this is a journey that you have to do.